watching Let's Chat.
AFS Foundation and Waterproofing Specialist is a little bit busy this time of year, but they can still work with you if you need help. Here to tell us what to know for the season and for future is Mr. David Majetich. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, before we dive into the specifics, tell me a little bit about AFS.
It's a great story. I think that your viewers will enjoy, and if there's a business owner out there, he'll probably understand. But Rachel and Ben Bayless started this company almost 20 years ago, and they operated it out of their garage in a small house in North Alabama. Rachel was a hairstylist, and they actually supported the company and started the company off of her profits.
Wow.
Yeah. And when she wasn't working, she's at home designing flyers and printing flyers and handing them out to the community. And Ben Bayless is total grassroots. He was the one that was out there shaking hands and knocking on doors and sharing the vision for the company to anyone that would listen. And he was also every department in the company at that time. So he was the inspector, he was the installer, and he was even the service department. And they didn't have much of a marketing budget, but they managed to eventually get a Yellow Page ad. And fast forward 20 years, and AFS is the largest foundation waterproofing company in the Southeast.
Right, multi-state as well now.
That's correct.
So we know that you specialize in, fixing foundations, waterproofing, basements and crawl spaces. And I want to talk a little bit about how that ties into our region, especially with our weather. I mean, just like we've seen yesterday in the 60s, today it's snowing. How does that affect our homes, and how does that affect how you work with us as well?
It's a great question. Everything that we do and we specialize in deals with how a weather affects a house. So if this past year we've experienced everything from heavy rains to droughts. So during the heavy rain season, your soil is like a sponge and absorbs that moisture. So that sponge, that soil expands. When it expands, it causes your foundation to shift. During dry periods, which we've also experienced this year, the soils will do just the opposite. They'll constrict and cause cracks and voids, kind of like modeling clay left in the sun. And then the weight of your home settles into those voids. So when those kind of things happen and water gets in your crawl space, it can lead to health hazards with mold and even biological growth.
You have obviously a years-long reputation of doing excellent work. So tell me something that people, really appreciate after the job is complete. Is it the customer service? Is it the quickness of the job? What are some of those qualities that really set you apart?
Well, you used the word excellent, and that's the word that I would really key on. The same love and passion that Rachel and Ben started this business with permeates absolutely every department of our company. So whether you're calling our call center or you're meeting with an inspector or meeting the installation crew, you'll see an absolute commitment to excellence from every one of them. Not only that, but you have the strength of our company and the commitment of our company to stand behind your work and our work for many years to come.
And it's pretty easy to get started with you guys. I mean, whether we have, an issue that we need fixed right away, or we just have questions about our home, because sometimes we can't see what's happening below the surface.
Sure.
What do you recommend timing-wise for a homeowner to get started with you, and how do we get started as well?
It's very easy, and there's actually many ways to get in touch with us. Of course, the two most popular ways are Facebook and Google. So if you were to go on to Google or Facebook and just type in AFS Foundations and Waterproofing, you'll see us. Of course, we have a Facebook page. You can contact us that way. And we're all over the first page in Google. And if you have a mobile device, if you go into the search engine and type in AFS Foundation and Waterproofing, you'll find us. And typically there's an icon or a telephone number. If you click on that, you'll be in touch with our call center in just seconds.
Perfect. All right. And of course, you can visit afsrepair.com if you have your phone in your hand currently. And the phone number as well is 423-443-4216. Just give them a call. They will get you on their calendar as quickly as possible. David, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back to work. I know you're busy today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on Let's Chat.